Hi, welcome to my video on find the equation of a circle in standard form, part 2, just more questions. I didn't want to make the videos long, keep them a little bit short. Now, different questions. Find the equation of a circle with center -3, -4, passing through the point of intersection of 2x plus y equals 3 and 5x minus y equals 2. So we know the center of the circle is -3, -4. What we need, and the equation is x minus h all squared, y minus k all squared equals r squared. So we have the h and the k. So we have h is -3, so subtract -3, so it's x plus 3. And we got a k is -4, so to subtract -4 is a plus 4. And we need to find what r is. But it passes through the point of intersection of these two lines. So let's take the two lines. 2x plus y equals 3 is one line. And 5x minus 3y equals 2 is another line. Notice these are linear. So, because they're already in the nice form of x, y, and a constant, so I'm going to eliminate, I'm going to multiply this one by 3. This is a -3, so I want 3 right here. And I multiply this one by 1. So that gives me 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times y is 3y. I said 3 times 2, I meant 3 times 2x. 3 times 3 is 9. Multiply by 1 won't change the equation. Draw a line, add up, and the y's cancel, so I get 11x equals 11. So I divide by 11 on each side, x equals 1. Now, if I let this be equation 1 and this be equation 2, so let's sub x equals 1 into number 1. So 2x plus y equals 3. Why I'm putting it in, you can put it into either equation, but I'm solving, I got x, so y is all alone, so it's easier to sub x equals 1 in here, and you get a 2. Because y has one y, then you don't have to divide, so y is also 1. So the point of intersection is 1, 1. And the center is -3, -4. So if that's the center, and this point lies on the two lines pass through this point on the circle. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So the radius is the distance from the center. So we'll use the distance formula, which is y2 minus y1 squared, x2 minus x1 squared. And so we have y2, which is 1, minus a -4 squared. x2 is 1, minus -3, which is x1. And that gives us, we double negative positives, so 1 plus 4 is 5, so that's 5 squared. That's 1 plus 3 is 4 squared. And that works out to be 5 squared is 25, 4 squared is 16. So that's the square root of 41. So that's the radius, the square root of 41. So the equation is x minus h. So it's x, we have it up here. I'll just write it down again. And y plus, did I say, I put a 3 there, so it's y, that's a 4, huh? Y plus 4. And the radius is, if the radius is the root of 41, then r squared is the root of 41 squared, which is 41. So the equation is x plus 3 all squared, add on y plus 4 all squared equals 41. Okay, let's do another one. Don't forget, you can pause the video at any time and work these out. Find the equation of a circle whose center is the midpoint of these two, and the radius is the length of the segment joining these 2 points. So the center is the midpoint. So let's find the midpoint. So we have -6, -3, and we have 2, 9. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So the midpoint is, let's put it right here, is x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. So the x1 is -6, add on 2, comma, y1 is -3, add on 9, divided by 2, and you just work those out. That's -4 divided by 2 is -2, and we have -3 plus 9 is 6, divided by 2 is 3. So the midpoint is the center. So this is the center of the circle as -2, 3. But the length, so the length of the segment, so let's see, the radius is the length of the segment. So we'll take the two joining these 2 points. So the radius is the length of the segment joining these 2 points. So let's call these 2 points x1, y1, x2, y2, and we'll get the radius as the length of the segment. So we use a distance formula, and we got a y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1 squared. And here we go. y2 is 1 minus y1, 1 minus, make that a minus, minus 0 squared, add on, x2 is a 0, minus a -3 squared. So that's the same as 1 squared. 1 subtract 0 is 1, 1 squared is 1. That's 0 subtract -3 is 3, 3 squared is 9. So the radius of the circle is root 10. So to get the equation, we have a center, which is -2, better be careful, -2, 3, and we have a radius is root 10. So x plus 2 squared, y minus 3 squared equals, and r squared is root 10 squared, and root 10 is root 10 times root 10, which is root of 100, which is 10. And that's the equation that represents this info. Again, I had to get the midpoint, which I did. I had to get the radius of the circle, which I did, and I plugged it into the equation. Remember, the standard form is bracket x minus h all squared plus y minus k all squared equals r squared. Now, a little tiny different question here. Find the equation of a circle if the x-intercepts are 0 and 4, the y-intercepts are 0 and 6. So, let's have a look at that. We have x-intercepts of 0 and 4. So let's just mark those out. So the x-intercepts, this is the x-axis. These are the x-intercepts of 0 and 4. And it has y-intercepts of 0 and 6. So let's go in between. That's 5 there. Okay, just put the 5 there, scale. So the y-intercepts is on the y-axis, so it's 0 and 6, right there and there. So what happens when you draw a circle and it cuts the x and the y-axis? Then, if it cuts an axis, then the middle of that axis is the coordinate of the center. So right here, if the circle cuts at 0 and 4, then in the middle of that is a 2. So that means if you take a vertical line and come down through like that, and that line is x equals 2, so this is in the middle of the vertex. So the center is somewhere on this vertical line. And if we have y-intercepts at 6 and 0, then the middle of that is a 3. So that means that the circle, that's y equals 3. So the center of the circle is 2, 3. And if you think about that, we're going to draw. So when the circle is drawn like this, and it's cutting, it's looping up, and it's coming down like this. So here's the circle. If you think about it, trying to get you need a protractor, or a compass, not protractor, you need a compass to draw this circle. And there it is, the center is 2, 3. So the center is 2, 3. Again, when a circle intersects at the x-axis or the y-axis, the distance, if this is the center, then the perpendicular distance, this is a chord. So if this is a chord on this circle, chord is a segment that 2 points lie on the circle. Then from the center to the chord is perpendicular. So this is and it will bisect the chord, and will also bisect the arc. That's in a unit on arcs and secants and inscribed angles, and that is a unit that I got to add, that I'm going to add to my YouTube channel that's coming up later. So we have the center now, we have to get the radius. So if this line is going across here horizontal, then from 2 and 5 is here, that means the radius is 3 units. So it's 3 there, 3 up there, 3 there, 3 there. So the diameter is 6. So the equation is x minus 2 squared, y minus 3 squared equals r squared is 3 squared, which is 9. And again, just to repeat that, the perpendicular distance from the center of the circle to a chord is perpendicular, and it forms a right angle, and that bisects the chord, but it also bisects the arc that's formed here. And notice right here, it bisects the arc, it's right in the middle. So halfway through this arc, halfway through these intercepts, it will see that's the horizontal line, y is 3, vertical line, x equals 2. And again, if you like my video, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. That's the content on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained. Thank you for viewing my video. Hope the video was of some help to you. Bye-bye.